Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's been a while since I last posted a video, so I'm really happy to share this one with you today. I want to talk a little bit about how we relate to other people, how we communicate with other people, and how we react to other people's behavior. And normally it goes so when someone has done something that we label bad or negative or immoral or anything like that, we react much more stronger than when someone has actually done something good or when someone is doing really good in their lives. So let's start with when we label some other person's action as bad or negative or immoral. Um, Very often, our own reaction comes from a place where we haven't found a healing yet, and so it could be anything depending on what the other person has said or have done, or just in general, some person's behavior could trigger something in you, but it could also be something you feel that this has been directed directly to you. So regardless if it's just in general someone has said or done something, or if it's directed towards you, it can still evoke strong feelings in us. And it's really a good opportunity for us to look a little bit deeper inside. So it's totally normal and it's totally okay to react with anger or sadness or disgust or anything like that. It's just normal feelings that we have. Yet these feelings can be very valuable for us to take a little bit deeper look into ourselves. Uh, so far, I have not met a single perfect person. We all make mistakes. We all do good and bad things, and it's really okay. It's really okay. I think the most important thing is that we have no judgment towards ourselves. And when we find that place in ourselves where we don't judge ourselves anymore for what we have done or what we have not done, we find it easier not to judge other people as well. So when someone has done, let's say, something bad and immoral, let's say someone has been unfaithful to his wife or her husband, and maybe not even someone who is at all related to us, but we hear about it and we get these really bad feelings about it, and it's a good opportunity for us to look inside. Why is it triggering these kind of feelings in us? I believe actually that specific issue is about fear of being left alone, or fear of being not worthy of love, or fear of not being good enough, or something like that. So what it comes down to, in my opinion, is self-knowledge and pretty much self-love. So kind of, if we have like really a lot of love for ourselves, like not in a narcissistic way, but that we understand that who we really are, and I always use the words that we are pure beings of love and light in our heart, at our core. That's who we really are. And when we understand that, we can really love ourselves radically, because it would be just stupid not to do that if we understand who we really are. And by understanding the fact that we are pure beings of love and light, like divine beings, we understand that we are not perfect, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to do bad things. We all do them. So what we do need to do is try to learn from them. Try to see what is it I'm supposed to learn from this experience that I have. What is it? Could be anything. And so when we go through this process of finding more love for ourselves, finding non-judgement for ourselves, that we're not judging ourselves, radically loving ourselves, not judging ourselves, and from that comes like full acceptance for who we are and also where we are at this point in life. We have still a lot to learn. We have learned a lot, but we still have a lot to learn. And from that space and place inside of ourselves, we can reach out to other people. And as we don't have any self-judgment, we don't really have any need to judge other people as well. No need to judge other people. Instead, what we can do is to send that person so much love and so much acceptance and understanding that they are at this point in life and they are supposed to have this experience of doing something we label bad, and they are supposed to learn something from it. And we can hold the space, like a loving and accepting space for another person going through a difficult time in their lives. And I'm not saying that we have to say that it's okay to be immoral or be unfaithful to your partner or anything like that. I'm not saying it's that the action itself would be acceptable. I'm saying that the person behind, that we should really fully accept the person and love that person regardless of his or her actions. So we so easily judge other people when they're doing something bad, and it evokes so much feelings in us, and we act on it and react on it. But it's a good opportunity for ourselves as well to learn more about ourselves. And then when someone is doing something good, it's like, yeah, well, nice, good, great. I think we could put a little bit more energy in that one. Like when someone is doing actually a good action, really, really feel the joy and happiness behind that. And it's when someone else is doing something good, it's like it's kind of spreading out to all and everyone. Even if a good action is just like directly pointed at one person or situation, it really spreads out the good energy to all and everyone. So we should really rejoice that kind of good actions from other people. And then thirdly, what I wanted to talk about is when someone else is doing like really good in their lives. Let's say they have all in a material sense that you can imagine. And we so often react with jealousy and thinking, well, it's somehow away from me, like that person's all, success is somehow taken away from me to that person, but it's really not at all like that. There's an abundance in this world for all of us. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be more, like better distribution at this point in time for like in the whole world thinking about, but that's a totally other question. I'm not going into that one now. what I'm saying, that we shouldn't think that someone else's success is away from us. We all have the possibility to be just as successful, whatever that may mean to you. It could mean material possessions, it could be having loving relationships, it could be being famous and have shitloads of money, or whatever that means to you. And again, the same thing comes down to that we really have to see our own worth and value. So if we stay in that place where of jealousy towards another person and thinking that it's taken away from us, that something is taken away from us, we are going to stay in that place like forever. So instead, what we need to do is tune again inwards and see, just because we are in this world and just because we are alive is enough for us to have all that we want to have. So we don't need to do or act actually in any specific way. It's enough. We don't need to validate or make somehow our existence acceptable in any way. It's just enough that we are alive, we are here in this world. That's enough. And it's also the same thing about really radically loving yourself, seeing how lovable you are, how amazing you are, just because you are alive. And when you start seeing that and really feeling that you are an amazing being just because you are, then you open yourself up to receiving whatever it is that you wish to receive. Maybe you need to have a little bit of patience, but it's all going to be out there for you. So we have so much to learn from each other, and know that all other persons can be a mirror to you. So I just want to say, love yourself, because you're lovable just the way you are, and you're okay just the way you are. And inside of all of us, there's an amazing little person, loving, divine being who is just lovable. So I love you, and love yourself as well. And I talk to you soon. Bye bye.